It is the Dark Mage, and this is Evil Dojo. I hope y'all are ready for this, whatever it is that we're doing today. Let's see. Wow, the audio is very quiet. I don't even think y'all can hear that. Let's see. Hope everyone is having a great day.
Y'all don't even know that.
watch I've always had.
Y'all don't even know that.
So we're going to be doing a little bit of warm-up here before we get rolling. Got some time until a student tonight. Thought I'd get on after having eaten a sandwich. Actually still have a little bit of it left. Camera's flipped and it looks good. Normally my right hand would be on the other hand side, but it actually looks kind of nice right now. My eyes are pointed in the appropriate, for me anyway, location. Someone once gave me hassle, I think it was Jubert, about how I look at the screen or how it looks or whatever. You can't be self-conscious with these things. But I just want to say that I'm particularly satisfied with my camera arrangement. You may not have known or seen the pillow, which appears new, but it's an old pillow also. This is a 3Q. Why would the millionth Fibonacci be difficult to calculate? Perhaps memory resource restraints, right? Let's the pillow arc. Let's see. I mean, it would be if you pre-computed everything beforehand and had it all in memory. Yeah, that would be fucking big O, but like you can't start off making that assumption. That's like a pre-optimized heuristic that you're attempting to invoke there. Like, like nice try though. Unless you have a different angle on where you're going with that one, but classic Fibonacci is like first number, I believe, is 0. So if n is less than or equal to 0, return 0. Yeah, I know. Oh, right. So you only have to have the last two in memory, so effectively you kind of like end up swapping them and just kind of like reusing the same memory cells over and over again. That's for those of us who have already been doing this for 25 years now, right? Like for everyone else though, and that's where the difference between like someone who knows how to do this stuff versus how to like walk through the whole process of getting to that point to like a beginner or someone who's never done this shit before, right? Like, it's important to kind of like walk through it too, also, just to like make sure that each step in the process is sound. So, of course, if n equals 1, yeah, recurrence relations define standard curriculum. Like, you know where they covered recurrence relations for us? Programming languages, and maybe we touched on it in operating systems briefly, but like you first encounter recursion as like a noob in like intro CS, but they don't get into recurrence relations at that point. Nor do some of the more complicated aspects of dealing with recursive algorithms such as like tail optimization, which I barely understand well enough to even talk about. Real talk, like, yeah. See, man, I wish they covered more discrete math. I really enjoyed that class. Um, some of the material in discrete math ends up appearing in other places too, such as analysis of algorithms. Um, also had like a really bad stats teacher, unfortunately, and really should not have passed stats. But like that's why it's important to go over these things, right? So, and you say covered in discrete math course, but again, like when I'm saying total noob, I'm talking about like yes. You're talking about the set of all the values as an array and basically storing them. But that's a very technical definition, or even like an academic one. You can even think of it as literally like storing everything in a list or an array. And arrays are something they cover in intro. So like learning how to do that is actually kind of close to not linear programming, but rather oh shit, fuck, I've already forgotten what the technical term is called. It's not linear optimization, but it's a technique where um, yeah, like there's one problem that's a good example of this where you're like trying to find dynamic programming. That's it, dynamic programming. It's kind of like that in a way, where you're like making use of pre-calculated or pre-computed values in order to avoid having to recurse down certain computational pathways where you've like already figured out like what f of n already is, and so you're like trying to figure out f of n plus 1, and so some other value might depend upon f of n, and that way you can like avoid having to like recompute it more than once. I get that, like, but I'm still going through this from the ground up anyway. Please do not hijack my thought process or stream here. Um, so otherwise we're going to return 1. And then lastly, we're going to return fib of n plus 1 plus fib of n. Or in this case, not fib of n, rather minus 1 and minus 2. So even then I can write this a slightly different way. Fib of 0, not fib of 0, sorry. I'm just going to say x equals 0, and then we're going to say x equals 0 here. And here we say x equals 1, and then else x equals this, and then we're going to return, that way we just have one return statement at the end of the whole thing. So if this is the standard one, the question would be like, why would this, be difficult to store everything? So if we have to rewrite it using different storage rules, then we'll get to that point. So for instance, print fib of 2, or better yet, for I in range 10, print fib of I. Now that looks correct. So what would happen if I were to immediately just throw in like fib of 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 million. Maximum recursion depth exceeded in comparison. Naturally, we ran out of stack space. So of course, in order to solve that problem, we have to effectively avoid having to like recurse. So for instance, say we wanted to print fib of 2. This would be the first instance where a recursion would happen, where we have to return fib of 0 and fib of 1. But think about how we can, store those values in such a way that we can maintain the result of Fibonacci. So in this case, for instance, perhaps like you would want to pull out calculating fib of n minus 1 into its own variable. The same thing with fib of n minus 2 to start with. Then you end up with x equals a plus b. So what's unique about if n equals 2 here? N minus 1 equals 1, and that also equals fib of 0 plus fib of negative 1. Or rather, fib of 1 plus fib of 0. Fib of 1 is going to equal fib of 0 plus fib of negative 1. That's why the first two numbers in the sequence are, of course, 1 and 1. And so fib of 0, we just returned 0, but fib of 1, of course, is still equal to 1, and that's why it's hard-coded in there. So you could actually start off with a global A set at 1. You'd also have a global B set at 0. And if you always correctly update, so if we had a C and set that equal to negative 1, because we'll leave it uninitialized to start with. So if we declare that we have a global A and a global B, so we don't need to recompute so much as calculate the values from the ground up. So like for instance, if we were to pass in fib of 2 here, then we could definitely count on the fact that C would need to be calculated as A plus B here. And so shifting the values down, because if we could think of A as the immediate value next to the fib of n, and B as 2 away from that, then we can technically update A to BC, and then we need to keep track of the old A in this case. And so before we even do that, B needs to be set to A to effectively shift the values down by 1. And if we compute the values from the ground up in that manner, then we can get the correct values without ever actually having to recurse, thereby not only saving memory, but also just doing this very fast. If we set this up in a loop so that we compute that way, we can always guarantee that like a certain fib that we've recently called, we have access to the most recent values. So in this case, we would want C to be reset to -1. Here we'd be returning X, but in this case, we're going to make the assumption right away that n is less than, or it's actually greater than or equal to 0 or 1, because we've already calculated those values. But we could just technically say return 0, technically just say return 1. And then down here, you would return A, because that's the most recently calculated value. Let's see if this currently works. So fib of 2 is 1. I believe that's correct. So for I in range, like 10, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. That seems correct. Let's try a million. That's a big number. Wait, am I printing all of them? Yeah, I don't want to print all of them. We just want to calculate the value, and then honestly, we don't even want to return it necessarily. We just want to calculate it. So if we know that it's always going to be stored in the A variable, then we can just call fib of I, and then once that's complete, we can print A to get the value. Let's try it for a smaller value first. Actually, because we did 0 and 1 already, technically we want to start at 2, right? And we technically want to go to this +1 because of the bounds problem with the range check. Actually, we'll go to a smaller number to start with just to test this out. Let's try 1001. Big ass number. Big fucking ass number. big fucking ass number. Huge number. So when you're actually calculating these, technically you only need to keep track of certain digits. So they actually link something kind of old school here in order to talk about calculating certain values. From an old school MIT textbook called SICP. Got one more digit. Let's time how long it takes. There we go. It finished. It only took 12 seconds. That's pretty great. So let's submit this one. Oh, we should also tweak it, right? Like the input format's not exactly one-to-one. So we're gonna try this one. So we don't want to call it global exactly. I don't think I have to say global here. But at the same time, so we define the F there, and then for I in range 2 to N, we're going to call fib of I, and then we return A at the very end. So if I call fib of 1, well, so we want to make this F of I. Oops. Okay, here's how I'll do this. If so this is actually something that would occur in a loop. And at the very end, once the whole thing's completed, we would just return A. Uh-oh, A's not defined. Line 31. Oh, duh. Print that. It almost took the same amount of time to terminate, though. Looks good. Let's clean it up. Yes, test passed. Here we go. This is a 3Q. Really wasn't that hard for a 3Q. Timed out. No. Shit. Damn it. Oh, okay. I have an idea. You actually don't even need to assign -1 every single time. plus equals 1. Still just about 12 seconds. If we were doing it specifically on a million, what if we wanted to like try to inline some of the numbers of times that we're doing this? I wonder if that would achieve any speed gains. A little bit. Actually, a little bit. So if we're to do this 5 times in a loop, 4, 5. Oh wow, okay, so we're actually getting significant speed gains in these instances. So that's a strategy I'm going to utilize here. Here's how this is going to work. So, because we still need to handle all the other cases, it's really dependent upon whatever the number actually is. So, if n mod 3 is exactly equal to 0, elif n mod 4 equals 0, actually, we need to do 2 first, don't we? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sure a lot of these I don't actually need. probably a way cleaner way to write this. But we're going to give this a shot anyway. Skip 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for right now. Damn. Let's see. Messed something up here. Oh, I should have an else. There we go. Wait. Oh, no. Uh-oh, we got one failure here. 1,000th Fibonacci, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1,000 mod 5. So what's the 1,001st? Oh, it's the same. This is definitely a good warm-up. Might have to come back to this one. Okay, so it is going down that last pathway, but it's not correctly calculating. There we go. Okay, so actually, that's what we needed to do, is make it just less than. So oh. Now we're getting the wrong thing there. Oh. Yeah. This should be now equals. No, I just took those out. Ugh. Okay. So I gotta offset the calculation by 1. Actually, in the first one, in mod 5 is not equal to 0. Interesting. 1,000 mod 5 isn't 0. Okay. 1,000 mod 5. It's definitely 0. Yeah, 1,000, right. So it's probably hitting this, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, yep. Uh, now we're getting a completely different answer there. So we could do a check for 5 first. Okay, so we're getting the same numbers. I have an idea. It's a little bit cheating, but oh, we need to do the n+1 thing. After all that stuff. Well, Oh yeah, because of the whole thing. Um, we would effectively have to do one more computation on it afterwards. No? Damn it. Alright, well, I'm gonna take a break from this one. It didn't really start off the way that I was hoping. It's good to have conversations with people in chat, but I'm gonna start paying less attention to chat, especially if it's distracting me from just working in my own way. Because I don't definitely want to blame anyone in chat for hijacking the stream or attempting to control thought processes or anything like that. And it definitely affects how I start things off. Because in the end, all of these things take time and you can't perfectly solve them on your first try. And sometimes it's important to mess up on camera in order to get it right in the long run. You can't expect to be a perfect programmer right away or at every given moment in life, period. That's not how this works. It's all about problem solving. And if you're able to put the pieces together in such a way that allows you to see the deficits on your approach, then that's certainly a gain. It's definitely stepping away from things to get a clear head and come back into them later can easily benefit the whole process. Not to blame Cheese or anybody. I should have better focus on things like this, but it's also been a very big lifelong struggle, is trying to stay within my own thought processes while having a conversation with someone about something else, especially when the amount of information is sufficient to the point where it causes me to start thinking about something in a different way, but might not be immediately clear as it might have been if it were presented to me in the way that I think about things. And that's okay. Nobody's perfect. Code's not a perfect process. In the end, we're just kind of killing time. But yeah, an hour killing time, not making much progress is definitely not a good thing. So, if you want to support the stream, I definitely encourage you to go to my website, evildojo.com, and sign up to the Patreon. Feel free to watch any ads that show up, or sign up for Twitch Prime in order to get rid of those ads. Let me think what else. So I think in the next hour we're gonna do some game dev. Swap over to working on Skull. Possibly take a look at some charts for stocks and stock analysis using Monte Carlo simulation methods. You might think, oh gosh, this guy can't even solve a Fibonacci problem. What's he going to do with game development and fucking stocks? And that's not the point. Whenever you get stuck, whenever you're not making progress in one particular area, And like this was really meant to be just a warm up. Definitely not like an hour long warm up. Um, and in the end, because it is a difficult-ish problem, um, requires a bit more thinking and engineering. But it seems like I had an approach to actually reducing the overall time, because in the end, some of these harder code wars problems depend upon uh, how do you say, like having a solution that's efficient enough to beat the timeout for when you send it to the server for compilation and testing. Oof. Big boy cracks. So, I think I'll turn on some music for you guys. Maybe turn on that, yeah, that spinning donut that I like so much. We'll come back to the. I'll be coming back to the kata later. Maybe not necessarily on stream, but stepping through this code would be cool at some point. BRB, BRB, BRB. Oh. Nice. Like how it has these very clearly defined parts of it that are kind of like shiny parts or shades. See which one looks nicer. BRB, 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 BRB. Now it'll be like a whole solid donut with that hole in the middle. And there's still kind of like noticeable detail on the way that like it flows, which is really nice. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna take a short break, get some juice, and we're gonna come back and do some game development, working on Skull. May not do as much talking. May just be watching me write code and make progress. I think I'm gonna try and implement a new enemy today. I've had an enemy idea for a long time, and it's about time that I sit down and actually implement this thing. Just for fun, I want to change the font to a new one I just discovered, Comic Mono. It's a very fun font. Very fun. This is it. I like it. Yeah. We'll be back.
Video game time, bitches.
AfterTouchBeats.com.
Let's see. Need to charge my headphones. Geeky one. Yeah. Yeah. It's video game time, bitches.
AfterTouchBeats.com.
The geeky one is here. The freaking one be near. Grab onto the wheel, try to steer. Do you know what I like to do when I get bored? Plug into my cord and destroy the head grave lord. Wielding my undead slayer plus 15 great sword. That costs more time, money, and energy than you can even afford. Don't ask me why I did it for the horde. I can tell that I made you a little bit butt sore. You're probably like, what's this old whitey dissing me for? I'm blocking his ass now, won't see him anymore. What's wrong, bitch? You looking kinda scared. I can tell you're still asleep, you ain't even prepared for internet hate. You can't equate why I dared. I'm a grand total summation of your worst nightmares. My magic points are full, so it's time to cast flare. For a moment you're blinded, you can't see past the glare. This reality space-time done been ripped, it begins to tear. I know you fucking shit yourself, better check your underwear. Do you like poop? Gross, you're a fecophiliac. Brown crap, nitty-gritty, half-digested shit is wet. I've said a bunch of fucked up shit, but talent you do not lack. This is just a public service announcement. Wipe your butt crack, oh shit. He gone and did it. He murdering everyone and he leaving no witness. This is just his flex, a test of genetic fitness. You think his shit is personal, but really it's just business. Now everyone's like, ooh, no he didn't. His disease is so strong, now even Apollo's got the sickness. Better hit the John before your draws get too messed. This is just a reminder of why I'm the motherfucking best. My life is RPG, max level, now I'm on a quest to put a rap game under extreme duress. Including you, Will, I can tell you're stressed. Afraid you will fall to my empirical conquest. Lord of the grave, well I'm lord of all space-time. Uber pirate, ninja wizard, lizard, criminal mastermind. Wanna be a bitch, then call me a bastard, fine. I've got a contract that I know you will definitely sign. Because you probably saw this coming, yeah, I'm fucking Satan. Pretty soon everyone around the world's gonna start hating. Because deep down you know you equals masturbation. I'm just a mathematician and I form these equations. December 21st, infinite novelty. Crafting up codes, defining my reality. Never gonna finish writing, that is how my novel be. Action reaction, just a lot of causality. Infinite novelty, December 21st. The start is the end, and the last is the first. You might catch me traveling through the past. It's a blast. I get nasty. Fuck you, I'm a gamma ray burst. Fuck you, I'm a gamma ray burst. Fuck you, I'm a gamma ray burst. I get nasty. I get nasty. I'm theoretical like tachyon particles. I hit you with diamonds and leave you in sparkles. I'm a demon, I cackles. I'm gonna leave you in shackles. Can't play with my Tetris, you got nothing to stack with. You ain't playing no games, you just high on cracked whips. I ain't got time for fly subs, set up traps. You call yourself a runner, but you ain't running. They say life is the lesson, so don't let make it a teacher. But there's no I'm a student when I'm really a preacher. I'm boosting up my signal, so my sound will reach you. From the top of your attic, to the ground beneath you. In life after death, there might be no conquest. The challenge is now. There's no avoiding this test. In life after death, there might be no conquest. The challenge is now. There's no avoiding this test. I need some more time to write the rest of the story. I'll spare you the details. The process is boring. If you can't code, your brain is going to explode, rot, corrode, erode, overload, like an electrode. Your whole mind explodes. That's been walking on how many years now on death row? All because you think it would be weird to command your console. So post-mortem, your family, I will console. Shortly before I devour they soul. Men, they brains and bodies I now's control because everyone's got that missing hole. There's a lot of people out there talking shit today. Time to put everybody in their fucking place. Yeah, I feel this. Yeah. I don't give a shit. Throw you in a ditch, slit your fucking throat. Coming for your kids. I don't give a shit. Throw you in a ditch, slit your fucking throat. Coming for your kids. Hey, I don't give a shit. Throw you in a ditch, slit your fucking throat. Coming for your kids. Hey, I don't give a shit. Throw you in a ditch, slit your fucking throat. Coming for your kids. Hey, I need some fucking weed. I've got a fucking dream. Kill them fucking all. Now it is time to sleep. I need some fucking weed. I've got a fucking dream. Kill them fucking all. Now it is time to sleep. Load up my gun. My game number one. I'm flying so high, shoot straight for the sun. Load up my gun. My game number one. I'm flying so high, shoot straight for the sun. Hey, Lord of Son of God, rise up to the top. Kill them fucking all. Let God sort them out. Or the Son of God, rise up to the top. Kill them fucking all. Let God sort them out. No hesitation. I fuck with no patience. Fuck boys are just hating. Can't fuck with no Satan. You think that I'm playing? This is my creation in my space station. Future just still waiting. Just blazing on haze. Sing Amazing Grace. This is just a taste of what I'm pumping in your face. Sing a serenade. Sharpen up my blades. Cut into you deep. Life starts to fade. And we're back. Let's see. Let's see. Where did my ace sprite go? Oh, wait, I could do it this way. Nice. Hell yeah. There we go. Sweet. Show y'all where we're at. Kill, kill, kill.
catch, money. Kill. I'll cat money. You were good. Kill. Money. Power up. Kill. Money. Kill.
So,
Kill.
Eyeballs are great and everything.
Money catch.
Knives are great and everything. Everything in this works fucking perfect right now.
Ouch.
So once those knives are off screen, I can fire again,
Kill.
and the hearts start showing up because I got damaged.
Kill. Money. Kill. Cat power. Money. Catch. You were good at kill.
But it's still very simplistic.
Kill.
It's actually running at 60 FPS.
Kill. Money.
Doesn't crash anymore. It's fucking great.
Kill. Power up. Kill. Money.
I actually haven't built it in the traditional way that I used to, using the build scripts, like build clean run. Like build originally, if you were on Windows, would call MS build. Oh, the clean's gone now. So, I must have stopped incrementing the build number a while ago. But we're sitting at almost build 500. But everything is very clean. But we need new enemies. We need some stuff to flesh out the rest of this level. There's gonna be a boss at the end. Let's see. Let me give you a preview of one of the new enemies. Or actually, that's going to be a boss. Yeah, this guy. So, at the very end of the level, once the moon has basically crossed to the other side of the screen, you're gonna get to fight this guy in the future. Near future. But before we get there, I figure implement a new enemy. I don't know what the size should be, but actually it's going to be similar to the size of the eyeball. So we're going to develop a new enemy here using the eyeball as a model. this is 2x also, isn't it? Yeah. So,
Whoops.
Damn it. There we go. Oh yeah, because I remapped alt. Damn. It's okay. Maybe we don't need to do animation right now. Nice. So how am I currently adding enemies? Enemies are actually being instantiated as entities. Entity is my generic object that you can just use for everything. Oops. Okay. We're calling this enemy texture, but we're gonna have more than one type of enemy soon. Okay, that's enough of this Comic Sans. if I were to just be really cheesy and name them enemy texture 0 and enemy texture 1, that would make things certainly easier for me naming wise. I just have to kind of remember each one. So we're going to do eyeball and then shield enemy. So we need to make another one of these functions. The size of the shield monster is not 56 by 56. It's 28 by 28, which is actually quartered. So let's figure out what the real size is. .56 by 68. Thankfully, the texture IDs don't really matter yet. Let's see.
so dark I can't even speak. Prosthetic telekinesis, can't even dream of this. The next stage of humanity occurs after the game freezes. I don't think you and I worship the same Jesus, play just the same pieces, say yes the same meaning. When I tell you I have been, you say that you can't see it. Y'all just tomcats, I'm the Cheshire cheesing. Some gold scribbling, straight from the darkest middle. Fucking nature chaos analysis of the weather. The connection with the universe is so strong, it will never be severed. Central nexus from a chopper, alignment, Wi-Fi be tethered. Tap into the universe, Alistair Crowley, Golden Dawn. Glad my soul is tethered, cause I'm rarely on the wrong. Make a place with the loud, 6 cents to show for wrong. Magic powers cast every hour, chaos pandemonium. Middle attack, contested and round the crack. In your system, and now I see the top, the memory slack. You'd access granted, now I install it on the body. Edge the impact that your mind so they won't ever forget.
Oh yeah. Probably should not play that one. A6 by 68, I believe. Yeah. We're gonna make it slower. Let's see. Oh yeah. So we have to make sure that everything that we've changed still works before we actually implement the new enemy by dropping it in there.
Kill.
Oh wait, but we're not setting the eyeballs type now. Wait. Enemy set enemy type to type.
Kill, cat, money.
Is it just me or the bullets seem slower than they used to be? Huh, it actually seemed different. Oh. There we go. Shout outs to whoever's watching right now. Let's see.
Kill. Mug hatch.
bit slow.
Kill.
Let's see.
Money.
But I don't see our boy dropping. Oh, that's because I'm not, obviously, rolling dice. Oh yeah, we got our new boys.
Kill.
Now, the mechanics of the new enemy,
Money. Kill. Kill. Catch.
now notice the new enemy doesn't fire any bullets.
Kill. Cat money.
Now they shouldn't be firing. Now that's odd that, like, some of them are still firing. But we never set the enemy type on the shield either. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So ultimately, I want it to require 2 hits to kill those guys. Yo, I'm coming around with a sick flow, but you don't even know about the code I already wrote a long time ago when I was stoned in my damn home. Now you think you know, but you don't even got a fucking clue. Pixar didn't happen on your headed damn shoe. You're
looking mad foolish, Zach, and that's the damn truth. You know the feds are watching, they're coming after you. Why are you acting whack? Why are you acting black? Why you say your nation's number one what again, Zach? The only real thing that Zach's fears is his own gypsy fucking tears. Shit is real. I've got a lot of beef, man, so thought I would cut a deal. Pack this shit up, serve it up like a dollar value meal. The only thing political is throwing them sausages. Pigs gonna fry, kill them all, no hostages. So what skills do you have, Zach? You talk a lot of bullshit, and that is straight facts. I know you helped put Weave in fucking prison. You're a federal skid scumsucker getting fucked by the system. We've got a lot of game, stay in your fucking lane. You know just what to say. Dark Mage is my name. You know what to say. Dark Mage, Dark Mage.
Why is it? Oh, that's the make file above. Duh. Let's put on some young internet. 'Cause this dude's pretty tight. We got analog lawnmower on here. I do. Yes.
Young snack, you mow the lawn?
Not yet, Dad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Young snack, I need that lawn mowed.
I'm on it.
Fuck the white hats and the police. Fuck snakes spending money that they owe me. Don't speak that loyalty, you gotta show me. No one's humble when I let the damn nine sing. Wanna come find me? I'm feeling empty inside. Every day goes by, I'll be more ready to ride, ready to fucking die. But it won't be no suicide. I'm not better than any bitch, cause she don't be my side. Fuck it. Just leave me alone, no location, notification, won't pick up my damn phone. Only time I wanna be alive is when I'm in my zone. Only time she wanna be with me is when she is alone. Fuck a thought, she really don't deserve a single thought. Break your trust, might as well be a cop. Talk to 12, might as well be a cop. AK-47, might as well be a mop. I'ma let these snakes rot. Hate in my heart, I admit it's a whole lot. Fuck showing out, hanging in it, would rather not. I don't want double, cause I play, I need a whole pot. I don't trust anybody no more. Snitches and bitches with bad intentions everywhere I go. Find it hard to know who gonna go so low. Make a computer nerd, stay close to a pole. Talk less, don't be a mole. If you mob old murder, never tell a soul. She a bad girl, no dick. All she get is cold. Call me Saint Nick. If you lucky, I'ma let it snow. Whole 14 bars, no computer code. 404 not found, no love for these hoes. Nerdcore lyrics on this track have to load. Analog lawnmower, keep the fucking grass mowed.
I'm really scared of your age. The internet is really confusing, and it's all my personal information is flying all over the place. And these hackers, they're driving me crazy. They're ruining my life. Young Stat, you can't sing.
Yeah, shut up, Dad.
Yeah, ice cold water. Light up the fire, my man, cause I be smoking. I put these flowers in my J, then I get to joking. Catch me on the San Juan Ridge with my cup overflowing. Ocean spray, cranberry is my fucking potion. I know they be talking shit, but I don't care to hear them. You see me summon flames walking through the fucking clearing. Catch me in the trees with these trees we steady selling. My hands move plenty of weight, but I'm not a felon. Oh my god, but I ain't believing in these fucking heathens. I'm talking Yahweh, God of these fucking demons. Call me secular atheist, but I'm still believing. If we all come together, we control the season. seasons. Instead we fighting, committing treason because of one word, fear that controls our demons. I don't have an answer, but I have many more questions. My life is like an RPG because I'm steady questing. Yo, whoa, Ramon P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Yo, what's good? Rep Trap, Rep AM, Rep motherfucking DG Queen Squad. I'm a rhyme sayer, full-time beast slayer. I hop up on the mic and record another layer. 22 years, I could never be a hater. 22 blunts in this game, I'm a player. Smoking on a pound, full clip, bust rounds. Walk up in the church and I lay them all down. Satanic flow, double sign, and we hellbound. Gas pedal, gear switch, 120, that's wild. Everybody thinking that they bosses, till they taking losses. You crew fuck with us, no, I'm sorry for your losses. Inverted crosses, stuck in all my dashes. The jungle in this bitch, so we all shooting rockets, rockets, and we all shooting rockets, rockets, and this bitch toting rockets, rockets, and your team taking losses, losses, yeah.
I plug living onion, Linda, and my libertarian. I never do no hand-to-hands. I used to serve for 20 chain. I used to sell this shit when I was still a little kid. I was smoking up on that. I plug living onion, Linda, and my libertarian. I never do no hand-to-hands. I used to serve for 20 chain. I used to sell this shit when I was still a little kid. I stopped smoking up on that because it would make me anxious. Pulling down the block, windows down in a fucking rust bucket, but you know that shit pound. Plug speaking PGP, so he does not make a sound. Cross analyzing peace and send the message outbound. The way I spit this game, that I say it is profound. Used to move 10 pounds on a fucking Greyhound, disrespecting state lines. Packs be moving southbound. Pedal all belongs on Dateline, learning how to catch a round. Save your advice about these damn prices. Only information I'm seeking out be the prices. Private key stays locked inside encryption devices. Captain B staying cool in the middle of a crisis. Zip your mouth, stay silent. I'm burning, knock it out when I grew out of serving fiends and now I'm serving trusted clients. Hidden services be serving off security appliance. Sorry man, I think you lost your PCI compliance. Living onion, and I am a libertarian. I never do no hand-to-hands. I used to serve 20 chain. I used to sell dissociatives when I was just a little kid. I stopped smoking on that because it made me anxious. Living onion, and I am a libertarian. I never do no hand-to-hands. I used to serve 20 chain. I used to sell dissociatives when I was still a little kid. I stopped smoking because it made me anxious.
Zip your mouth, stay silent. I'm burning, knock it down when I grew out of serving fiends and now I'm serving
Kill,
trusted
kill,
clients.
kill, kill. Money, money, money. Kill. Kill. Kill.
Interesting. It's actually running the code twice.
First, remote directories. I'm looking for the loot root shells in my trajectory. I hit the trace route, hop in VLANs that stay close to me. Permissions transmute, fuck the logs and clear the history. Yes, I still got dramatic files stuck up in my memory. Not a day goes by that I don't think about killing enemies. None of these pussy bullshit kitties or thoughts will begin to me. I'm riding around town with a
The knife has to be set to
so keep
collidable.
it concealed when I ride. No longer trapping cause these machines they will provide money to the science needed for dreams to survive. You wanna love me, but I'm fucking dead inside. Yeah, I'm dying slowly, I don't really think it matter. It's fuck the other side, these motherfuckers dying faster. I'm laying low, working and I'm listening to chatter. Distribute payloads with a loader and a packer. PowerShell send a stain straight to hell. I listen to the packet stacking up the intel. Please don't bang my line, don't call myself. I'm moving real quiet, I ain't ringing no bells. Yeah, I move silently, cause humans like to lie to me. The nerdy hood rat of the DG dynasty. Stay with the space piracy, exterminate the rivalry. They can't know where you are, cause that shit will move reliably. I'm a buy in, I don't sell out. Try not to throw stones in a glass house. Triangulate a stitch with a computer mouse. I mastermind the way that all these packets route. Fuck the cloud, I do it for survival. And not for the money or the bullets up in my rifle. I'm trying to make sure that my death will meet a late arrival. When I find myself fighting demons stuck up in a spiral. Fuck the cloud, I do it for survival. And not for the money or the bullets up in my rifle. I'm trying to make sure that my death will meet a late arrival. When I find myself fighting demons stuck up in a spiral.
So far, so good. But now we need to make the spinning knives do more damage. And actually, this is a good formula because I can very easily drop in new enemies that require more hits in order to kill. So I encourage people to actually catch knives.
Network address translation traversing my facilities. You beefing with this set, then we leave you with disabilities. We see your inability to understand how that network bullets out the signal, make his fucking body jerk. Within the honey pots they serve, abstraction layers that we serve. Creeping through these logs while I'm sipping steel preserve. Hey, fuck it, what you gotta say? If I up it, then you duck it. Nerdy hood rat, exfiltrate data from buckets. Yes, I bring the fucking buckets. Dirty traffic coming from a very shady domain suffix. Net filter IP tables flushed. Data travels so fast that the switch might just combust. In the spam, God we trust. Credentials, they will get stuffed. Anonymously illuminate their breach of trust. 666, IPv4 promiscuous. I handle my business. Traverse gigabit switches and hit a click over virtual bridges. Stuck in the mind of your missus, but I still don't want these bitches. IPv4 promiscuous. I handle my business. Traverse gigabit switches and hit a click over virtual bridges. Stuck in the mind of your missus, but I still don't want these bitches. Volatility.
So, how do we know if the knife is like spinning?
Volatility.
So do spin is a variable. I don't know if
On
we're
the
using it.
internet since I was 7. Wrote my first backdoor when I turned 11, and we got the archives to prove it. Smelly in the gang, keep the VX scene moving. We got malware for days, so please do not try us. You don't wanna catch the spade, you really lying. So come and get a taste of the packs that we be serving. All of my hackers, developers, and reversers. Serving zips full of polymorphic kits. So the raw day, fuck us purple agent. And I'm gonna spray if you try to test the click. Fucking with the underground, you will fall quick. In the wild, sniffing on some dirty malware packets. Put them on display if they keep making all that fucking racket.
You will not see my 9mm, you be expected.
Internet or on the streets, you will not catch me lacking. Drinking
knife
211s,
velocity.
watching script kitties, sports game the hose. Torch socks like a condom when I fuck your command and control. Once I get the loot, discard the logs, I gotta fucking go. If you win the game, then you a target, that's just how it goes. Fucking with them dirty demons, zipping dirty code. Make the air record go round like a dirty
dirty hoe, unkillable, death to all my foes. Every single pedophile knows it's on sight. Catch a fade, trigger get pulled. Beer,
you check the VX on.
never run it on my box, gotta keep it virtual. I be bugging with them dirty demons, sniffing dirty code. Make the A record get around like a dirty hoe. Unkillable, death to all my foes. Every pedophile knows it's on sight. Catch a fade, trigger pulled. Yeah, Robin Hood, like Bird, always been a hood po. If I'm not serving packets, probably serving good dope. Probably serving good dope. If I'm not serving packets, probably serving good dope. Yeah. Alright, let's go. And let's get it. You can't take us down, serving every town. BX underground, harder than a pound. Can you hear the sound? Take us fucking down, be the underground. BX now, serving BX now, like right now, right fucking now. You can't take us down, serving in every town. BX underground, BX underground, BX underground. Can you hear the sound? Take us fucking down. Serving BX now, serving BX now. Right fucking now, right fucking now. Death to all my foes, every pedophile knows. On sight, catch a fade, triggers get pulled. Robin Hood, like Bird, I'm the hood po. If I'm not serving packets, serving good dope. You can't take us down, serving every town. BX underground, harder than a pound. Can you hear the sound? Take 'em fucking down. Feel the underground, serving BX now. Like right now, right motherfucking now.
Let's see.
I played a simulation raw, wrote the manual
shit.
myself. Put my skill points in the rapping and computers. Mental health took a deeper cause a player can't have
No, you
it
don't wanna
all.
do
But
enemy
I've been
speed.
hacking on the game
Knife
since
speed.
I could crawl. I keep that Jinko armor from the 90s. Cell phone number on my celly, you can find me. Now when you left me, I try to keep in motion cause the planetary body make the waves in the ocean. I better stand for computer hackers and debuggers. I'm the patron saint for you
that's
motherfuckers.
not
My
right.
DNA encoded cross-platform. I'm an interdimensional leader of a hack form. I got the gray beard stats, closet full of white fitted hats for that ass. Got a hole in my heart from a girl that I let into my kernel. So I'm making tons of music, keep my legacy eternal. I keep it real for the real ones. Hustle for a meal ones, trying to make a deal ones. Blowing science till you got it going near ones. Beat it on the peel ones, pseudo from the wheel ones. I keep it real for the real ones. Hustle for a meal ones, trying to make a deal ones. Blowing science till you got it going near ones. Beat it on the peel ones, pseudo from the wheel ones.
I keep it real, though I got my hesitations. I'll be telling everybody it's just like the simulations. I got concentration, even if it gets a little severed. The ability to focus is what's putting me in jeopardy. Cause I've always been aware that things that I think are becoming radical commodities are nearing the brink of a breakthrough. If we only had the knowledge and cared, we'd be breaking barriers our predecessors never dared to. And that's the reason that I play with the best. For anything less, I'm honored, but I stated the quest. And though I'm rolling in delusions, I got hope in my chest. And if I'm crestfallen, always keep it close to my vest. Cause I do it for the real ones in all spaces. Even if they ain't got real names or faces, I'll never be complacent with a scam or a fake. I'm building memories and I ain't got the RAM it'll take.
I keep it real for the real ones. Hustle for a meal ones, trying to make a deal ones. Blowing science till you got it going near ones. Beat it on the peel ones, pseudo from the wheel ones. I keep it real for the real ones. Hustle for a meal ones, trying to make a deal ones. Blowing science till you got it going near ones. Beat it on the peel ones, pseudo from the wheel ones.
Yes, I keep it real for the real ones. Virtual servers provision for hackers with low funds. Keeping terabytes of dirty code, verifying these checksums. If you want the beat, then homie, come and get some. Yes, I keep it real. Yes, I really pack the steel. You can ask anybody, regardless of how they feel. I be running these internet services
place. I keep it real for the real ones. Hustle for a meal ones, trying to make a deal ones. Blowing science till you got it going near ones. Beat it on the peel ones, suited from the wheel ones. I keep it real for the real ones. Hustle for a meal ones, trying to make a deal ones. Blowing science till you got it going near ones. Beat it on the peel ones, suited from the wheel ones. I keep it real for the real ones. Hustle for a meal ones, trying to make a deal ones. Blowing science till you got it going near ones. Beat it on the peel ones, suited from the wheel ones. I keep it real for the real ones. Hustle for a meal ones, trying to make a deal ones. Blowing science till you got it going near ones. Beat it on the peel ones, suited from the wheel ones. Real life, no cap. When I hit the corner store, know I gotta stay strapped. When I'm on the Onion Network, know I gotta flip a pack. I can change who I am, and that ain't no going back. Real recognize, real, that's why you find me in the trap. I'ma up the fucking stick so you won't stab me in the back. Stay away from skinnies, really don't know how to act. We were out there making money, we were busy spamming chats. Fuck the police, fuck the motherfucking law. It ain't about my fucking ego, I'ma give it to you raw. They don't wanna emo, they just wanna see you fall. I'ma spam them fucking emos, fuck a bitch till I'm raw. It's a combo, and I won't slow down till your whole crew pay ya. I'll be in your boxes, you be thinking you a player. I'll be in the trenches, putting shots in the haters. Suicidal thoughts got me playing Team Slayer. Playing Sony Glock Station, ordering some dope that they claim be from the Haitians. I don't give a fuck, long as money they keep paying. I don't fuck with sluts, they be knowing what my name is. Trick hoe, you a fucking snitch, let me find out. Talking to the pigs, I'ma come down on my show out. Disrespect the code, you ain't never had no clout. I'ma let it snow, never know about a damn drought. Fucking in your subnet, but the motherfucking word out. That is flying every which way the IP route. You know 86, but that's the only thing you know about. I be with the killer, steady with the birds fly south. Real life, no cap. When I hit the corner store, know I gotta stay strapped. Real life, no cap. When I hit the corner store, know I gotta stay strapped. When I'm on the Onion Network, know I gotta fill a pack. I can change who I am, and there ain't no going back. Real recognize, real.
Oh, it's because I'm using I, damn it. I can't believe it let me do that. Oh man. It's really seg faulting. All because of knife.get bullet level. Oh, I is less than. Whoops. Nice.
Catch, kill, kill, ouch, kill, money, cat, kill,
Nice.
cat, kill, catch, kill, cat, kill, love.
Oh, that's a success.
Cat, your cat, kill, catch, cat, power up. Money, catch, you're good. Kill, cat, kill, kill, money, kill, catch.
All right. Well, this is great. So I'm gonna go and commit that. That's a new enemy. Awesome. That really wasn't too bad to add in. And in the end, like, I want it to be procedurally generated. So, like, the types of enemies that would spawn need to be killable in such a way that, like, I'm not forcing the player to rely upon, like, any sort of upgrades to their weapons in order to kill an enemy, but having more knives at your disposal will certainly make things easier. So there is definitely an onus to collect the money tokens in order to collect those extra knives, but I want to design this in such a way that, like, with those initial 3 knives that you start with, you can essentially kill anything. Like, for instance, you'd probably be able to get away with, like, 3 knives the entire game. And I want to design the game in that way, but, like, in order to do that, you would have to be, like, really good. just like navigating through and like grazing on bullets. Bullet grazing is going to be a mechanic I implement later. I have to have some enemies that actually shoot off enough bullets for that to be a thing. Future enemies are also going to have additional variables that allow us to tweak the timings of how quickly they fire bullets, and how many bullets they fire, and how fast each bullet is. Not sure what the next enemy is going to look like, and honestly, I don't know what the animated version of this shield enemy is going to look like. I also need to work on like a death animation to polish off the killing of the eyeballs, and the shield should certainly like at least look dented or something when you hit it first, to indicate that you've already hit it once. Whew. Good cracking. Good cracking. So, well, we didn't get anything done with the Code Wars thing earlier, or we kind of did, but we didn't like actually solve it fully. We did get progress in game development. Now I've got about 45 minutes before my last student here. I'm gonna have to go soon, but I wonder if it's viable to do some live hacking right now. Probably not. It'd be like really silly to like shove all of that into one stream. Probably save that for another stream. It's hard to get game dev done when you're hacking. It's hard to do hacking when you're game deving. That's always the conundrum, is what to work on at any given moment in order to push projects forward. But taking breaks, working on something for a little bit, and then working on something else, and then coming back to something, and maintaining that back and forth, you can very easily get a lot done without really feeling like you've done a whole lot. And that's a good feeling, is the feeling of doing a lot with little effort, or being able to get a lot done with few moves. Because most of my life I've been dealing with the problem of this whole physical disability thing, and trying to have enough energy to just operate in life in general. There's probably a lot of reasons for this. Maybe some of them have to do with dietary ailments that I'm stricken with, but these are things that we'll work through, things we'll get over. Because our code works, and that's the important part. The code works, and if the code works, you can upgrade it and get it into a much better position in the future. Being able to go from not having something working to getting it working, and even going from like not knowing anything to knowing something, being able to demonstrate that, I think, is the most important skill in computer science, or life in general, is being able to like go from not knowing something to being on the way to knowing it. Learning how to get that first initial push to go forward is a very useful thing. We'll talk more later, guys. Shout outs to the one person, I think, who is still watching. Not sure who you are, but thank you for hanging in there with me. I don't know if there's a way I can like view who's actually in the chat. Users in chat. It actually says there's one viewer, but according to this, there's 5. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, it's been this is like our first stream since we came back from Florida. Definitely have an interesting item to show in the near future. It's actually a Dogecoin backpack that I purchased in like 2015 or 2014 with Dogecoin at the time, or Dogecoin, however you pronounce it. So what else? Well, of course, guys, don't forget about all of the different affiliate links that I've got going on. You can go to evildojo.com. And you can contact me on Code Mentor in order to get personal computer science consultation. I have a class on C that I've started on Skillshare. You get a free month of Skillshare, which would help encourage me to continue making the next items in that series, as well as to come up with other series in order to help get knowledge and stuff out there. Giving away 10 free dollars on Coinbase, giving away 5 free dollars on privacy.com, giving away $25 on Ting, and $100 towards your next free virtual private server. I've actually had a handful of people sign up for the servers already, so it would help me out if other people were to use this link in order to get their own server and use it for a while, so that you use some of that free money that I'm giving you, because I will get a kickback off of that, and that would be a big help. You can actually do a lot with these virtual private servers. They start at $250 a month, which is an entirely IPv6 instance. The best one that I end up using is typically the $350 a month instance, which would give you a single core 10 gigabyte SSD, half a gig of RAM, half a terabyte of monthly bandwidth. It comes out to half a penny an hour for the whole month. And so for $100, you could potentially have a small virtual server that you're using to do something on the internet for years and years to come, just, for free, and I'm giving it to you. So check that out. Can show y'all how to do reconnaissance from one of these machines in the near future if you're interested in doing bug bounty hunting. It's a tough field, but it's a very interesting one and potentially rewarding. There is certainly a workflow that goes into doing it in what I describe as a comfortable and sane fashion, but having access to one of these virtual servers helps get you towards automating the whole process, so that you can basically set up scripts that run on the internet away from your home IP address, so that you're not banging on some box from your home machine, and then you can just go off and do whatever you want, and then come back later, check your machine, and check the results to see if there's anything that your script's found. So my free gift to you could very easily turn into a profitable and lucrative career in web application development and building websites and doing information security and doing data science, a lot of different things, and it could all start with signing up with Vultr today. So remember, go to evildojo.com and click on the link at the bottom of the homepage in order to get that free virtual server gift. Hope everyone has a great evening tonight. Take it easy until next time.